Let's take a look at some of the things that are new in Cricut Design Space. When you first land on the home page, you're going to see some different buttons here. These are kind of workflows where Cricut is trying to help guide you through the process of making different things, like a vinyl decal, an iron-on, t-shirts, cards, cardstock cutouts, stickers and labels, or DTF transfers. Because you cannot export your design from Cricut Design Space, there are a lot of people that were frustrated because they wanted to use their design for a DTF transfer. So now Cricut offers DTF transfers. You can pick a project type. You'll pick the size you want. Here's the different sizing prices. They even have a little video that's going to show you more about DTF transfers. So they're trying to make things really helpful. And I do say trying because I have found that a lot of people are frustrated with these. And I'll show you why. Let's say I want to do an iron-on for a t-shirt. And it gives me all the different sizes. And I'm going to do a baby bodysuit. And right over here, it shows the design area. I really want to point that out because this is telling you you're going to be limited to designing something that's only 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. That's it. What if you're doing a much bigger baby onesie and you want a larger design, or you want the design to run like all the way down the front? That would be a lot bigger. You could adjust that here before you even start, or you can adjust that inside the design. Now, let's look up here. It's giving us the size. So if I go up to 18 months, see how the design area size changed because it's a bigger shirt. They're kind of guesstimating the design size, but if their numbers aren't right, you might become frustrated with trying to do this project. Or let's say you do this project for a 3-month-old and you want to size it up for a 12-month-old, you might get frustrated with that. Okay, so let's start designing. This square is as big as you can design. You can see down here, it says 3.5 by 3.5. If you look at the ruler up here, that's 1, 2, 3.5 inches. So let's just say I put this design in. That fills the entire space. I do like that it gives you a preview so you can kind of see what things are going to look like. That's cool. Then it's going to show you the different mats that you're going to need. So this design is already broken into layers by color, and this is how it's going to cut out. That's kind of nice too. So now what happens if you have this same design and it's the following Halloween and you want to make this for the same baby, but now they're a year older and you need this to be 6 by 6. If I click on this and click size and I change this to 6, do you see how the design jumps off the side of the square or the grid? Well, if we look over here at the cutting mat preview, you can see it's only going to cut what's on the grid area. So now you might be really frustrated going, oh, do I have to start all over from the beginning workflow? No. You could just edit your design area to be 7 by 7. And click update, and there we go. So just know anything that's off of the grid is not going to cut. If you don't want to have a grid that's limited in size that you have to remember to adjust, what you're going to want to do is every time you start a new project, use a blank canvas. Every time you use a blank canvas, It's going to start off with the big design space screen that we're all used to. You might look at this at first and say, oh my gosh, all the tools at the top are gone and where's my layers panel? This is crazy. They took away all the stuff I love. No, they didn't. It's just now things will only show up when you can actually use them. So there's no image on the canvas right now. So you're not going to see layers because there's nothing here. So if I go to images, and let's just keep with that same image, now you see your layers panel. And you can click this little arrow to see the different layers. Here's one thing I do wish Cricut would figure out is once I start clicking over here on the canvas, I don't need this popped out anymore. Make it so it goes away without me having to click it. All right, so there's your design and you can resize it. Now, again, with this example, there are no functions up here on the top panel. That's because I have not clicked on anything. Once I click on something, the tools I can use are up there. For example, a line is grayed out because I only have one thing selected, so there's nothing to align it to. Also, combine is grayed out because there's nothing to combine it with. One feature you might be looking for is under Effects, and that is the offset. Still works exactly the same. It's just under Effects. Stickers and Warp is also under there. So now if I select both of these, you can see a lot more functions that show up. So I can go under here and combine and slice or weld or flatten, unite, subtract, all of them. Another way to get those same features is when you select them, they're underneath. Or you can right click on things and just like always, they're also down here in the lower right corner. But again, the only things kind of lit up are the things you can actually do. For example, contour down here and up here are hidden or grayed out because I have two things selected and you can't do contour when you have two things selected. So if I select just the offset, then I can contour. So it's trying to be smarter and don't get frustrated when you're like, oh, it's grayed out. Look at what you have selected. You might have the wrong thing or too many things selected. For example, if I wanted to cut that star out, if I select all of this under combine, slice is not even an option. It's grayed out. I mean, I can hover over it and see what it says, but I can't use it because it's grayed out. So why is slice grayed out? Let's look at the layers panel. There are three things selected. And slice only works when you have two things selected. So I'm going to select the star, hold down my shift key on my keyboard and click offset. And now I can slice. And I'm going to move out the pieces that I sliced. And then I have to move this down. And then you can see that star is cut out of there. What used to be called templates are now under the layouts. So if you click on layouts, you can see different ones that you can start with. So if I start with a shirt that is for a 3-month-old, this is giving me a guide of how big to make my design. So we already looked at the workflow for the same kind of idea. Make it about the size I need and see how that would look. Okay, here's something I just noticed that is kind of funny. I did the 0 to 3 month onesie, which is the same size onesie I did through the workflow. And that workflow limited my size to 3.5 by 3.5. But in their layouts, their little template guide is telling me that up to 4 inches by 4 inches is a good number. So make up your mind, Cricut. So that's a little confusing. They're giving you different information depending on the source you use. This is why I still say measure the shirt and look at the shirt design you're doing. With a design like this, you might be fine that it goes all the way down. Maybe, you're not putting little shorts or skirt or pants on over this onesie. They're just going to be crawling around in the onesie. Then you'll see the whole thing. If you're tucking it in, then yeah, you're going to want it smaller so that it fits above the waistband. So again, measure what you're going to place it on, and you can even cut a piece of paper that is this size and lay that on there and go, okay, is that covering enough area, or do I want it bigger or smaller? There's no wrong way to do this. There's the professional guides and tips and tricks from people. You can't really do it wrong. If you do it this big, so it just fits on the pocket, one person might say, oh, that looks wrong. And another person might think that's really cool. It's about you and what you want to do. Another thing that is new, under effects, you can now go to stickers and set this all up to make a sticker for free. The sticker feature used to be an access only item, but now it's all right in here. I'm going to have to do another video just on the sticker feature because there's a lot to go over there. Those are the big things that are different in Cricut Design Space if you haven't been in here for a while. If you see something else that I didn't cover in this, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you and probably do another video just on that topic. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. You can also subscribe to my channel or drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see next.